I've always secretly been a really big fan of HyperX and their HyperX Cloud Alpha gaming headset. For a $100 gaming headset, I honestly couldn't ask for more. Since they're so lightweight and comfortable, you forget you have them on when you're gaming, and since they bring extra little touches like a braided cable and a minimal design, overall they're a great value. So when HyperX announced their new Cloud Mix, a gaming headset that you can also use as Bluetooth headphones, I had to check them out. And even though they do sound pretty good, I think they're pretty hard to justify. The HyperX Cloud Mix currently only comes in an all-black colorway and retails for $200, making these HyperX's most expensive headphones in its lineup, whereas the Cloud Alphas go for $100. If you want to pick either of these headphones up, I'll have links in the description below, and if you use the links, it really helps out the channel. And also, check out the merch shelf down below. First up, there's a lot to like about the HyperX Cloud Mix. They come included with a very nice feeling carrying pouch, but if you plan on traveling with these headphones, I do suggest you get a hard shell carrying case. Just like HyperX's other headphones, these headphones come included with a removable boom mic and all of the included cables are braided. You get a 1.3 meter long 3.5 mm audio cable that you can plug into your controller or phone, and this cable also has an inline controller. You also get a 2 meter long PC extension cable so you can directly plug into your audio and microphone jacks on your PC. And finally, the Cloud Mix also comes included with a micro USB cable for charging. But like I've said in past videos, I feel that headphones that are coming out in late 2018 should come included with a USB-C port instead. Build quality wise, the Cloud Mix do not disappoint for HyperX headphones. Just like the Cloud Alpha, the Mix has an aluminum frame, the faux leather on the ear cups and headband feels very supple, and the ear cups themselves have a soft touch feel to them, very similar to what you would find on the Skullcandy Crusher 360 and Sony 1000 XM3. And overall, these headphones are very solid. There's zero creaking and squeaking when you flex the headband, which is a very nice thing to see. But when it comes to their design and fit, there are a few things I want to point out. The Cloud Mix have a very subtle design for gaming headphones, but for Bluetooth headphones that you might want to wear out in public, their ear cups do stick out quite a bit. They don't stick out as much as the infamous Sony XB950N1, but you can see the Cloud Mix in your peripheral vision. But design aside, since the ear cups on the Cloud Mix don't pivot too much, it does mean they do apply a little pressure on the anterior portion of your ear. It's not bad, and obviously these headphones are big head approved because they have very little clamping force, but since we're talking about $200 headphones here, I want the ear cups to apply an even amount of pressure around my ear. Now, the Cloud Alphas also apply an uneven amount of pressure on my ears when I wear them, but since these are $100 headphones, I'll deal with it. The ear cups on the Cloud Mix are also very spacious and should have no problem fitting most ear types. But since the ear cups on the Cloud Alpha are slightly larger, they're also slightly more comfortable in comparison. But another problem with the Cloud Mix that I do want to point out is that they offer very little passive noise isolation and they suffer from a lot of sound leakage. Now, passive noise isolation and sound leakage isn't a big deal for gaming headphones because you're mainly going to use them at home when you're gaming. But for $200 Bluetooth headphones, noise isolation and sound leakage is a big deal because you want to be able to hear your music when you're out in public where it can be noisy, and you also don't want people sitting next to you on the bus complaining that your music is too loud. And when it comes to their sound quality, I can't deny these headphones sound pretty good when listening to music. They have a very similar sound signature to the Bose QC35, where there's an emphasis on the mids and treble, so vocalists are very pronounced. But just like the Bose, even though the bass is present, it's not going to hit you like the 1000 XM3. But unlike the Bose QC35s, no matter how intense the bass gets on these headphones, the bass never bottoms out, which is great for both listening to music and for when you're gaming and an explosion goes off. But something that also impressed me about these headphones is just how loud they manage to get, all while suffering very little to no distortion. These headphones are perhaps one of the loudest headphones I've tested so far, and honestly, they get so loud that I feel it's unsafe. But overall, these headphones sound good for both gaming and for people who like listening to music with a brighter sound signature. When it comes to tech specs, HyperX advertises a 20-hour battery life on these headphones, which is just a little below average for headphones these days. Now, obviously, when you're going to game with these headphones, you're going to have to use them passively because these headphones automatically power off as soon as you plug in the audio cable. Now, a 20-hour battery life for Bluetooth headphones is okay, but since these are $200 headphones, it does suck that they don't have fast charging. Now, when it comes to their Bluetooth connection, these headphones are rocking Bluetooth 4.2. They have about a 30-foot range, and the connection can go through multiple walls without any problems. But these headphones can only be connected to one device at a time. But these headphones also have very little latency, so they're actually pretty good for watching YouTube videos on your phone. The latency is only noticeable if you go in looking for it. Even though for the most part I do like these headphones for gaming, something that drives me crazy about the Cloud Mix when I look at them as Bluetooth headphones are the buttons and their layout. On the right ear cup, you have your power button and volume rocker. Even though the volume rocker is slightly raised, the power button isn't. So every time I go to power these headphones on, I have to go hunting for that power button. And even though the volume rocker is slightly raised, since it's so hard to tell the volume up and volume down button apart, I always have to do this little check to make sure I'm pressing the right button. But what I hate most about these headphones is that their multi-purpose button is on the left ear cup instead of the right ear cup where all the other buttons are. So every time I go to skip a track, I reach for the right ear cup by accident. Having the multi-purpose button and volume rocker on different ear cups isn't just weird. I can't think of another pair of headphones that I've tested that does this. And honestly, I don't know what HyperX was thinking when they decided to go with this layout. But finally, let's talk about the microphones found on the HyperX Cloud Mix. Now, just like most other Bluetooth headphones, these headphones have a built-in electric condenser microphone. And the sound quality for phone calls is so-so. But just as you'd expect, as soon as you attach the boom microphone, the difference is night and day. And this microphone does a very good job of picking up just your voice and avoiding everything else. But overall, I feel the HyperX Cloud Mix are another great pair of gaming headphones. They sound very good for listening to music, and they're very lightweight, so they're great for hours and hours of gaming. But when you look at them as $200 Bluetooth headphones, it's very hard to justify dropping all that cash on these headphones because these headphones don't perform any better than the $100 Cloud Alphas. You're just paying double for Bluetooth connectivity. And as $200 Bluetooth headphones, these wouldn't be my first choice. Putting design and fit aside, the Cloud Mix offer very little passive noise isolation when used out in public. And when you start looking at headphones in the $200 range, you start seeing headphones that bring other features like an ambient mode, tile integration, a 25 to 30 hour plus battery life with fast charging, a built-in app so you can customize your EQ settings, and most importantly, active noise cancellation. Personally, I really think you're better off having your dedicated gaming headset like the HyperX Cloud Alpha and picking up a dedicated pair of Bluetooth headphones like the Sony Watcha 700N. If you manage to get them on sale, you have two pairs of headphones for just a little more of what the HyperX Cloud Mix sells for. And that's if you want active noise cancellation, because if not, you can pick up a pair of non-ANC headphones and Cloud Alphas for the same, if not less, than what the Cloud Mix goes for. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. Support the channel by clicking on the links down below, and I'll catch you next time.